Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Rimworld in Beta 18 with the Medieval Times mod. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're no longer in a shooting frenzy. That's what's partially happening. We did get Zeke recently. I think was our newest guy, and we wanted to put him in this room. Apparently he's had a spare bed this entire time though, and we've been producing a room for no apparent reason. But it's not really the worst thing in the world. We do need a an extra all the same, so if everyone can get working on that, that'd be all good. Animals, they're currently unrestricted. Good. We've got our polar bear set to do a lot of training stuff. We'll see if he actually gets doing that. We kind of want him as a war bear. We'll see how well that pans out, but who knows. Just getting a random polar bear seems quite worthwhile. I mean, if he works out as a good combat animal, then I'll maybe consider doing that a little bit more often for other animals. So we have idle colonists, which actually means that not all of them do construction. There's 3 of them: Hakuja, Manu, and Zeke. Zeke does need his priorities changing actually, so let's do that now. Let's see, all the usuals. And then let's take these off. So we want a forum research, because you always do. Same for cleaning and hauling. Might do a bit of a heavier cleaning area, I guess. Set you as 3 on hauling, 4 on crafting. You're just 6 for that kind of stuff. You've got the burning passion for art, so maybe actually we'll put you as the artist. That might be your job. Yeah, let's have you as the artist. Do want plan cutting done. I'm going to make sure that art is not like your #1 thing to do, because lots of other things need doing around that time. Things like hunting, which probably needs doing more than crafting. Same goes for cooking. And we'll leave Val as the only warden. I think that should be just fine. So, giving you a few more things to do at the very least. Oops, we need Flick as a #1 there as well. And I think that's about it, really. Yeah, looks to be. So what we could do is we can go to the zone, and we can go expand allowed area, this cleaning zone. And we do have some new areas to clean, so let's do it. Normally I wouldn't have the barn as a place to clean, but to be honest, they're running out of things to do most of the time, so I'm all for it. Let's get that bit there. Sure, we'll get that bit there. Any blood around this area, might as well get that. And same goes for here. Maybe a bit along the sides there, just to make sure that we don't have blood hanging around where it shouldn't be. And this area should be set as well. And we do want paths covered, but that seems to be already done for the most part. We need to build a path along here as well. That's a thing that needs working on. So our cleaners have got some tasks. We have a little bit of wood, but we could do with a bit more. So let's get ordering some wood chopping. Some down here. We're actually running out of trees. The alpha beaver's wiped out this area, and it's sort of growing back. But yeah, winters have come back and forth, and now we've just got this horrible dirt. I do wish that maybe when the winter comes through and fires start and things like that, grass would come back a little bit more, because it just looks like a barren wasteland most of the time. And it never really goes back to the way that it started, which is a shame. Okay, we're also working on our moat at the moment. It's going to take us quite some time by the looks of things, but you know. Ooh, shooting frenzy. Which means I should hunt, if there's things to hunt. Little bits here and there, I suppose. I'd like bigger animals, but they haven't really come back at the moment, so it's not something I can actually do. Ooh, hello. Speaking of, hunt the deer. Like, deer is pretty much the thing that I'd want to hunt most of the time. That and mega sloths and all that jazz. Okay. No, Zeke is on the hunting. Maybe that one's bumping down a bit. Brexios is our hunter. I mean, you should be doing it anyway, but... A solar flare. Sure. It's going to be dark, and the non-existent electricity is gone for a little while. This looks just downright awful. I'm going to have to mess with this a bit. Let's go floors, and it's slate, right? Oh, it's granite. Okay. Fill that spot in. And then... let's remove this line. See what it looks like then. Patchy is what I would expect. I just wish it was more rounded, because it clearly looks square and it bugs me. Because I want it to look great, but it's just not quite there. I'll fill that slot in. Now this is okay. It's patchy, as I expected it would be and wanted it to be. In fact, to be honest, do want that line filling in on that bit. Maybe minus this because it heads into the farm. This would be a high traffic area, which would probably make sense for it to have lots of mud. Maybe that's what we want to do. We want to put mud in these areas to make it have that darker appearance. I don't know. That would actually literally slow down our work speed, but... Zeke. Yeah, we seem to be lacking a lot of things, don't we, Zeke? Like things for you to do. I guess what we'll do then is we'll go into this option here. And... granite. Probably want to make things out of granite. Because we are actually going to work on this area here. And we want this line going all the way down. Like so. Then I want to nick the granite door blueprint. And we want to blueprint some doors here and there. And I do want to mine this area out here. Orders, mine. Probably take that chunk out as well. And I'll get rid of this wooden fencing and replace it with granite walls, but we've got plenty of that to do. But I think... how's the stone chunks in the area looking? There's slate. So there's plenty of slate hanging around, so maybe we want to make some slate sculptures. Let's make Shrine to the Random Number God. Hopefully we can appease him, because he absolutely hates me. Takes steel and wood. Oh, it takes very specific things. Interesting. Shrine of the Creator. Takes anything. Right. Well, I guess we're going to have to do that then. For now. Slate blocks. There we go. And that'll give Zeke something to do on his off days. Almost mined our way through, have we? Already. Right, I want to go into floors then, and I want to smooth off this floor. And any floor around that area. Just because it's prettier. I guess that bit there as well. We've actually got some slate tile here, which is interesting. Our potatoes are rotting away. No. That sucks. Get growing, boys and girls. We need food. We're going to need it soon. How long have we had this deconstruction order here? Feels like an eternity. But whatever. Are these fueled? Yeah. This is apparently a rec room now. Good to know. It's because it doesn't have its prison bed in there just yet. We could do with actually making a rec room of some sort pretty soon. Having a joy area. I think we do alright on joy just on the hoopstone ring alone. But having like an extension off the side here maybe. We could do that. Let's have a wooden wall. And this will be our joy room. Like so. And I'll put the doors up here, I think. And then set an order to chop down all of these trees. Get them chopped. Oh, and the ones that are under here as well, if you'd be so kind. There we go. That'll just save someone the effort of doing it later. We've got 500 wood. It's probably going to be enough. We can move this hoopstone ring into the room as well once it's done. And we should also give it the cleaning zone that it needs. Like so. So, as far as floors... Ooh, the Shrine to the Creator has been finished. Oh, would you look at that? Is that Tyne and Sylvester? It is. Some say our universe was created by an all-powerful being, that the threads of fate itself are woven, the laws of our world decided and the truths of our being unmasked by a single all-powerful entity. In the pantheon of the gods we refer to this individual as Tyne. The Creator, we have come to understand that this one being can change our world irrevocably with it based on a whim. As such, it is only right to give him homage, so that we may avoid his wrath. Interesting. Jesus Christ, this thing's big. Alright, put it there then, I guess. Alright, as for the floor in here, we want the granite flagstone to lead right up to the door. And then we'll go for tile after that, because it does need to look quite nice. The flagstone needs to come up this way as well, with the odd little chunk missing. That bit there. But yeah, the interior we'll make out of some sort of tile. Not sure what we'll make it out of just yet, but probably the slate, I guess. I don't know, it'll clash with the this thing. Why has it got this point here? Is this where you have to stand to view it because it's so far away? Maybe. Shrine to Pangli. Make the gentleman. I'll make the gentleman. Sure, why not? Let's have a look at the gentleman. When you get a moment. Making decent progress on our moat though. It does take a very long time to get this done, so I don't suspect that we'll be getting the entire of it done anytime soon, but it's worth a try, right? The fun thing about this moat is, as well, when we eventually come to maybe make expansions around the side, what we'll have to do is like have little, we'll extend our wall out, but we'll have bridges that go over the existing moat, because you obviously wouldn't really fill it in very often. Ooh, the gentleman, that looks like a cool little... Oh, I like that. That's nice. Shoddy quality, but it's nice. Let's put it there. Nothing says get well soon like a statue of a skeleton with a hat and cane. This has even like dimmed the flooring a little bit, actually. Oh my god. It's so overwhelming. Right. Let's just do granite tile. We've got plenty of it. And it won't have a drastic colour difference. Ooh, Val and Kanto have got the flu. Should be okay. Usually, yeah. They usually start out way ahead. Just go and give them the medicine now and we should be fine. There you go. And then same for Val, please, Akuja. And honestly, we could probably not give them medicine from this point forward and we'd be just fine. The flu's not terrible. It's the plague you've got to worry about. That and malaria. Because they are awful. Oh, we don't have any hay grass. We do have an order to plant some, though. The growing season is now. Oh, this looks awful. Hang on. Let me fix this. Do that instead. Brexios ate some corn and got food poisoning. Well, it's your fault, Brexios. Let's chop down some trees. I do want to get all of the trees in and around our walls chopped and gone. So they have no reason to be there, and they're probably going to degrade anyway. The rest will have to do that, sir. Just to speed up the removal process. Oops, wrong one. That one, that one, that one. There we go. And most of our growing is now done, which is very nice. We are going to have to go out and hunt some stuff, though. Because what we've got now is not going to last us until those farms are ready to harvest. There's just boomalope everywhere. And there's a fox and an alpaca. I think the thing attacks back, so let's not do that. If it does attack back, it'll be a pain in the arse, I tell you now. Yeah, I guess that's it. Cool. Works for me. Val needs treatment already. See, he's at 46 of the 38 now, so he's all good. You've almost finished our wall, which is really awesome. We do need to get rid of this line here and this little bit as well, so we can tuck around, but it'll keep the animals out. That's one thing we do know. Peace talks opportunity. Darklight, Warlord of Slicers Mountain, has sent us a message. He wants to talk in a nearby location. Which one slices? This one. The Medieval Warband. How far out are you? I'm not too interested if you're really far. Nah. That seems like a pain in the arse. 1.7 days. What if it's an ambush? Because I only really want to send one person. I think I'll just leave it. We got plenty of opportunity to beat them in combat and release their prisoners. Which will do just fine. Eventually we'll be friends with them doing it that way. But ultimately, not that fussed. What's a tortoise there? Get hunted, son. As for the turkey, same again. Not fussed about the raccoons. Not really fussed about the tortoise, to be honest, but here we are. Desperate times and all that. Do we have more ibex here? We do. Hunt. Finish off. Apparently we've half-hunted one and they're hanging around now. Waiting for it to die. How sad. Oh, social fight. Just don't murder each other. Thank you. Because I know you want to. Ah, and then they go and heal each other. How kind. Shouldn't have bloody punched each other in the first place. But whatever. Whatever, not my problem. So we've almost finished off the east side wall. The south side wall is virtually done as well. We just need to get rid of this little bit. And in fact we could do that now. Just deconstruct this and this. And then once it's deconstructed we can replace it with the blueprint for the granite wall. And then when that's done, we have our wall finished. Well, for the most part. We need to change these walls with crenellated parapets. These ones right here, so that we can shoot over them if we want. But that's for when our moat is finished, really. So we're in no big rush for that. Yeah, hunting is kind of a big deal right now. I'm noticing we've got barely any food. But Rexios is all over it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll monitor Rexios myself. Actually, he's done a good job of making sure they're all murdered. So that's okay. We should actually be fine on food. Hakuja is idle. Hakuja's not often idle, I don't think. Growing's been done. Manu is doing the researching. That's why he's not usually thingamajob. You could go do your thing now. There you go. Much better. But yeah, I think we've made some decent progress today. I do want to, before we end off, go to Terraform and do a big order right here to turn all of that mud into shallow water. And all of that shallow water. Probably just this bit right now, because I don't want to block off the front area, or the back area, by doing the front area. So we'll get the deep water done on the shallow water there, and it should stop them from coming across. Could even turn this area into deep water, actually. And it would funnel them around this way and then hit these deadfall traps more often. That might not be a terrible idea. Have to think about that one. What are we researching right now? Advanced smithing systems. Yeah, it's very important for us to do, actually. I do want the final armor. So I think Trobo's wearing one of the better helmets that you can get. But he got that off of a corpse, so you know. Hey, Kanto, what's up with you? Minor flu. Almost done. Got 14 medicine left. You don't get medicine anymore. You get doctor care, but no medical treatment. Same goes for you, Val. So you've also got the flu, haven't you? Yeah. You're so far ahead that you can just do normal treatment and be just completely fine with that. So I'm not fussed. I do eventually want to have, like, flagstone along here as well, because it is supposed to be a raised... The idea is that it's actually a raised tower wall kind of thing, so having dirt in there seems a little bit odd. So we'll have to change that up eventually, but that's honestly not too important at all. But for now, I think that's actually a perfect time to leave off today's episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon and all that jazz. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.